Welcome back, friends. Mark here. In case you don't know me that well, I'm into running chainsaws and processing firewood for my big Yodel Firelight wood stove inside my house. So right now, this is all the firewood that I have left right now, and I need to process some more so I'll be ready for next fall's heating season. So I'm really surprised my whole entire life, ever since I've been running chainsaws and swinging an axe since I was about probably 12 or 13, that I've never used a sawbuck. So today I'm really excited because I'm finally gonna build one, and I'm gonna use two power tools. I'm gonna challenge myself, see if I can do it with a jigsaw and a drill, and then probably some hand tools as well. So let's get this challenge started and build a sawbuck that I can be proud of. Okay, so let's go to the whiteboard right here. I'll see if I can give you a decent drawing of what I have going on. So the overall length of this is going to be 75 inches. And I still have to determine the height. What I'm gonna do is cut two 2x4s and make the cross brace with it, and then see where it's going to land. What I think I'm going to do, I believe from the top up here, I'm gonna consider doing 28 inches. So when I first started this project, I thought I was going to use almost all the 8-foot section right here. But now, after looking at it and getting a better visual, I think I'm going to stick with this having an overall length of 75 inches. So what I have to do is cut this end off right here, and then I have another one right here. I have to cut that down and mark it up, and then we're going to start making the cross braces. So we can just use a little bit of sandpaper right here, just kind of clean that up a little bit. So now let's just put these two on top and make sure they line up. There, that end right there is lined up, and that end right there lines up. All right, we are good to go. So I just spent some time cutting all these 2x4s in half, and I used my speed square right here to draw a 30-degree angle on the end of each one. So we're going to use a jigsaw, and I'm going to see how straight. This is the part I'm going to freehand, so hopefully this goes well. All right, so now I think I found the happy medium. I have a temporary screw held in place. So let's get these feet right there flush to the floor. And now I have this 2x4 right here. I'm just gonna set it right there. The height, if I just put a 2x4 in there, by the time it rests on that V, the top of it is about 31 inches. And I definitely could have 2 or 3 branches or limbs in here. So this right here, for me, feels like a really good height. And I'm 6'3", so, all right, that is what I'm gonna go with. So the next thing I'm doing is drilling the holes in all of them. They're all gonna line up exactly the same. So I have a 3/8 by 3.5 inch carriage bolt, stainless steel. I do have a nylon lock nut for the end, but I'm not sure even after I pound that down in there, if I try to tighten this, a lot of times that will still strip that out. So I may end up just getting some other nuts and then just put a little bit of thread sealant on it to keep that from ever loosening. As I mentioned, this project involves 2 different tools. So my other one is the Milwaukee Surge, the M12 right here. So I'm running a 3/8 spade bit, and this really just walks right through it. I was thinking I would need like a regular drill and drill bit because I'm used to doing that when I'm drilling holes into wood. But this right here is really fast. Let me show you. Just goes right through it. If you're a fan of Milwaukee tools and you don't have the M12 Surge, I highly recommend that you get one. These things are so smooth, they're really lightweight. They clip onto your belt or your pants really easy in case you're going up and down a ladder. Highly recommend it. So I just attached the first set of legs and I'm using the Milwaukee Surge here again with the 9/16 impact socket. So let's take a look at the next one. So right now I need to drive in this carriage bolt all the way flush. Now, put a washer on here and then the nylon lock nut. Oh, that might be a little too tight. Yeah, that's better. 2 down. Okay, so right now we're ready to attach the 2x8 and I have the one end here, the other end over here, and they're both spread open right now the same amount, and I took a pencil and drew on each one so I know like right where it's perfectly lined up. So we're gonna take that 2x8 and we're gonna put it on the one side and we're gonna have it butt up right against this right here so this won't spread open any further than that stopping point that the 2x8 makes. And then for this project I'm using these Power Pro exterior screws. They're 2.5 inches long and it says no pre-drilling required. So this part was a little bit tricky working by myself. I should have asked somebody to come out and give me a hand and just hold it, but a lot of times I work by myself in here, so I just use this work stand right here and that balanced it, and then this is the center point of the board. So now I'm going to grab the other two, put those on, and then these right here, so we'll have a total of 5. So we should be up and running here pretty quick. So everything is lined up really well. The one thing is that middle one, that leg I think is slightly longer than the rest, so I'm gonna probably just sand it down a little bit. And then right now we're getting ready to attach this side right here, the 2x8. I think it's time to see if this thing folds up. It's probably going to be quite tight at the moment, but let's just see. Just takes a little friendly persuasion. I'm getting it. All right, so one thing I am glad I didn't go any bigger than this. This thing is going to be pretty heavy on its own. Didn't really think about that, but yeah, I can definitely transport this. It's not going to break my back or anything trying to lift it. I do have 1 or 2 more 2x4s to put on it for stability. I'm not 100% sure I need that stability, but I think I'm going to definitely put it on the one side and start out with that and then see how it holds up. And here goes. All right. So you might be wondering why I'm not using my miter saw or a table saw for doing any of the work on here. Well, the reason is I really want to go back and make it simple. So if you're somebody that's just getting into woodworking and you want to build something significant like this and something that has a big impact, that just to let you know, it may take a little bit longer to do, but you can be resourceful with what you have. And I just wanted to show you with 2 tools what I was able to accomplish here. So I just want to explain my setup real quick. I don't have that bottom horizontal piece. That way I can reach in there a little easier to grab the firewood if something falls down in there. And that board also won't be in the way where my feet go. And now I'm always cutting from this side. You can see I have the carriage bolt right there. It's pretty clean, so if I come down with the saw, I don't have anything like this sticking out. So I purposely made sure that the rounded cap part is on this side. See how I did that? Okay, let's do some cutting. Alright, it's not a bad idea to wear steel toe boots when you're doing this. Okay, so here's a couple of logs. You can see how they both are pretty close in size. These are going to be nice for adding into the wood stove. Alright friends, so I hope you enjoyed this video. My goal is to put some of the tools that I have to the test so you can see what you can build with them and see how they perform. And if you enjoy this video, please help support my channel by giving it a thumbs up. That's it friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.